I've been fighting temptation, my Lord. I'm running on restless. I said, Lord, help me. I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. To me, Lord, you help me. I said, Lord, help me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Slot man moves right. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Three yards remaining here on second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They will run again with Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Now they send a man in motion right. On third down. That's Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Time running out here on the play clock. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Webb dancing to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Webb escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A play fake, now Webb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Being chased out left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And from down in Miami, an update. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To throw, Webb. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. On 4th down, Webb buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Gabriel, the man in motion. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Moore. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is Coleman. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
Loving it. That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Webb. Got his target, Samuel. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Webb. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. They go play action here on first down. Flushed. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Webb looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off play action, it's Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 4th down, Webb. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
throw on second down. Moore. And finding the tight end Hooper. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Webb. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. First down. Webb, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down. Webb forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing on third and long. Webb steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the D-line's going to spread out. Moore now on 1st and 10. Quick hitch, complete. It's Ross. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. Coleman now. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Here's Moore. Throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Detroit!
They'll toss it to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Webb buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Moore throwing on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Moore. Operating from the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here's Coleman on the toss. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. In motion left, the tight end. 2nd and goal to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he fends him up. Now no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. here's Ross. Oh, what a move. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down. Moore. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Webb now from the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Webb to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he is knocked down from the side. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brooks Reed in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Ross on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go. Detroit!
From the gun, Moore. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Moore now. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Patriot. Green, 30.
Moore now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Moore, looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll let it go deep, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Far be it from me to second-guess a call. I think the people in the stadium are probably doing the same thing. Did we just see a 1st and 10 quarterback sneak?
For no gain. So 2nd and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Give to the fullback on the dive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense showing blitz. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Off the play fake. Webb. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Keep moving. Flex round. Flex round.
Off play action. Webb. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And Charles, I think